What's up, guys? I just want to cover this real fast. This is a big part of my income. Even if you can't donate something to help, whatever, this is how I make my money. I basically, YouTube's a fairly good size of my income monthly. If you can't donate or you don't want to, that's fine. Feel free to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. But if I kept you from spending hundreds or $1,000 easy at a shop, consider me. You know what I'm saying? It takes time to make these videos. I love giving free information, but it also feels good to have my back scratched too. You know what I'm saying? So everything you need to know is in the link below. Also in the comment section, you'll find all my information in the pinned comments. And I hope I help you guys out. You can help me out. Let's get started.
Okay, so these are the rebuild kit for this 650. I've only put in the parts that I felt were necessary. That was new float needles because they were falling apart, new gaskets, and I did go ahead and upgrade the idle jets because it still had the factory ones and they make it not run good at idle. So I went ahead and put 42s in there. I think they had, I don't remember what was on there. It's really hard to read these. They're so degraded. But somebody said make sure to do 42s, and they run perfect. So that's what I did, and the old gaskets fell apart. So I went ahead and put all new gaskets in there. As you can see, cleaned everything. I have air channeling and cleaner going through all orifices, so everything's working how it should. The float height value should not be any different. The pins are identical on both sides, so I shouldn't have to reset the float height values. Everything seems to be doing what it should with the new needles in there. So we're going to slap this thing back together, and I am putting new screws in there. If you guys remember, I said these screws were just garbage. Somebody had done things to these to make them work. Like these ones are all shaved up. Some of these were chopped. Look at that. Somebody cut a whole groove into that just to get it out. So we're just putting all new screws in there. So that's what we're going to do. So 3, 2, 1. There you go, all back together, ready to rip, Chip. Gonna free up some of these lines that I know are stuck, like this guy here. I'm gonna clean this while I have it off so that I can adjust the idle as necessary. So we got a few things to clean on the outside, then we should be good. All back together. I'm also gonna break these free if I can. They're pretty bad, but we'll see. Alright guys, let's try to fire this thing up, see what it does. Okay, we have fuel going in.
It's not wanting to cooperate yet, huh?
It's my first time trying to start it.
Oh.
I need to activate the choke, which is right here. Oops. There she is.
There you go.
Put this thing on the battery charger for a little while. We'll let it sit. I'll turn the gas off so that it doesn't leak all over the place. So we'll just shut this off for now in case it disconnects. And we'll let this sit for a minute. Yeah. Let's see here. See, it does have a fuel pump, and I want to put fuel into it, but it's going to spew. Or let me try a few things here, guys. I want to see if I can get, because if I can get good fuel pressure going to this thing, I think she'll stay running. Alrighty, guys, next step for me is get all new fuel lines. I ordered another fuel rail setup, but the guy lied to me and didn't tell me that all the lines were completely trash. So here's what $50 of used parts look like that's useless other than maybe the fuel pump, because all these lines are so hard they would just literally break. And so there you go. That's what the guy offered me, was this. So he just said it's a little dirty. He didn't say all these lines were brittle and would break real easy. So these are garbage parts. That's what you get for used sellers on eBay. It's exactly what's in there right now, is garbage parts that are all frail lines. Actually, these might even be better shape than the ones that he took off, but this one snapped off on the end there. So that being said, these carbs require good fuel pressure to run, and the fuel pump is on and working. I can hear it clicking and it's ready to go. I have to replace these fuel lines. So I'm going to have to get up in here and disconnect these fuel lines and put some new fuel lines on here before we can really go any further. And then I really need to go through and inspect all the vacuum lines before I keep moving forward and put all this back together. Otherwise, I'm just going to end up having to tear it all back down again and start over. So I just have to do this on a day when I have time. The engine sounds healthy. The drag pipes sound good. It fired up. It just doesn't have a ton of fuel pressure. It's not pushing much fuel into the front carb, so it's lean spitting. And this one's running out of fuel really fast, too. I mean, you can see I just had it hooked to a basic emergency line here. Just a quick little emergency line setup just to get fuel into the carbs, gravity fed, and get it going. But it definitely requires good fuel pressure. So that being said, I have to go get fuel line for this and replace all the fuel lines. And then the vacuum caps are trashed. I was looking in here and I realized that the boots on the vacuum caps are all cracked and just crap right here. So I'm going to have to go through and inspect all the boots and see what's reusable, what's not, and replace them as necessary. So, but we heard it fire up. Sounds really good. The engine sounds stupid healthy. So once I get the fuel stuff hammered out, I think this puppy will run like a top. I think she'll run like a top. Sounds really good with those Cobra drag pipes. When it fired up, I was like, whoa, these things are loud. Loud. So, anyways, bike's on standstill until I have a chance to go down and get some fuel lines and stuff for it. So, here you go. Making progress.